We live in the information age. If you don't know something, you can just Google it. Or Bing it, if you live in some weird, off-brand alternate reality where people actually use Bing. All the world's knowledge lies at our fingertips, which is pretty chill when you think about it. How often do we really take advantage of that knowledge, however? Do we really know more as a result of the internet, smartphones, and Wikipedia? Well, no. But that's probably just because you didn't know to look. On average, every single internet user will access Google's search engine at least once a day, and yet, most of us don't know a whole lot about how this website that figures so largely into modern life actually works. What are their business practices? How much do they make in a year? How many people actually use it? And what's their dog policy? All of these questions and more shall be answered through these 20 things you didn't know about Google. Google owned a dinosaur. That's not a joke. Like, the nerds at Google bought up some really ancient piece of technology or one of the first computers or something and so it's nicknamed a dinosaur. They literally own a dinosaur. The skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex was dug up near their building in Mountain View, so they decided to put it on display on campus and named it, Stan. Street View doesn't just use cars. Google Earth was impressive enough as it is, using satellite technology to capture our planet in stunning, interactive detail. Then Street View took things up a notch, letting users wander the roads of the world without leaving their home. Mostly they're captured using cameras atop cars, but Google have also used strong-backed hikers to capture mountain trails and, recently, a camel to document the Liwa Desert. People freak out when it's down. Google rarely goes down, owing to the reams and reams of servers and hard drive space the company runs on. When it does, though, it can feel catastrophic. That isn't just hyperbole, however. An outage last year reportedly saw a 40% drop in global web traffic. That's not just people trying to access Google, that's people on the internet period. Nearly half the people using the internet stepped away from their computers as soon as Google stopped working. Google pay Mozilla millions a year. Wait, what? How come Google pays such a huge sum to one of their closest competitors? Mozilla are the producers of open source browsers like Firefox, but Google considers them partners, not competitors. All of Mozilla's revenue comes from Google, and in return Firefox uses their search engine as default. The contribution may also protect Google from antitrust complaints. I'm feeling lucky as a money sucker. That little button, which nobody really knows the use of, it takes you straight to the first result, instead of to a list of potential results, costs the company $110 million per year in lost ad revenue from people not ending up on the main results page. They keep it on there because users voted unanimously for it to stay, even if they don't use it. Its presence is just reassuring. Goggle and Goggle work too. Google likes to keep in control of its copyrights. The company has trademarked each letter in their company name. Wait, how does that work? And they've also bought up the domains for all the most common misspellings. That means you can reach the search engine by typing in google.com, goggle.com, google.com or 466453.com. That last one's Google spelt out on an old phone. OVS. They're truly international. Google has the largest network of translators in the world. They're used by people all over the world. Is there a more internationally friendly website going? They even added Cherokee as a language in Gmail, which was jolly nice of them. And the homepage is viewable in Klingon, which was jolly nerdy of them. They're going to the moon. Like, not just to take pictures of it. They're not making a Google moon, although how cool would that be? In early 2004 Google announced plans to build a lunar base, tentatively titled the googleplex. There hasn't been a whole lot of advancement on that initial announcement, which some have speculated was actually an April Fool's, but considering the current interest in commercial space travel with stuff like SpaceX, can't be far off. Working on immortality. Or at least, Rakerswhile is. In 2012 he was hired as a director of engineering at Google, a slightly vague job title which apparently has something to do with the futurists' attempts to artificially extend his life. Kurzweil is of the opinion that with the right combination of medical science, vitamins, diet and technology, he can live forever. And with Google backing him, he wants everybody to get that chance. So long as they still use Google in perpetuity, presumably. Even if it's not true. That's all well and good, but how about what Google actually do, as opposed to what they say? Some of their strategies are a little worrying, and don't really fit with the whole non-evil bag. They keep a heck of a lot of private information on file, which was Big Brother-like enough even before all the NSA spying revelations. Their privacy policy is a little troubling. Glass, their latest innovation, looks like it could mess with society even further. It might even be bad for your brain. Don't believe it? Google it.